are going to perform our presentation on regarding analyzing external and internal environment of two selected commercial banks in Sri Lanka. I am Rashmi, my friends are Sharaf and Dilisha. First, I am going to talk about the two banks of BOC and Sampath Bank. Bank of Ceylon is on major commercial bank in Sri Lanka and it was established on 1931. It has network of 571 online branches. Sampath Bank is a licensed commercial bank in Sri Lanka and it was established on 1986 with 216 online branches. Test and analysis. Test is a macro environment and it is used for strategic planning and it can be affected on these two banks by making various kinds of the opportunities and threats. Political affecting the banking industry are focused on tax reduction and war crime accusation. These are two elements of the economical factors such as Sri Lankan rupees depreciation and reducing inflation rate. When we are considering about the social factors, in using credit cards and getting housing loan and leasing, they can change their lifestyle and they increase in living standards in a better way. At the same time, nowadays more people are educated about the banking industry and they have opened their opportunities to get some loan from the bank. Technological plays an important role of the banking industry. However, in using telecommunication and internet banking makes the job easier to for making payments, such as internet voice recorder and accounting machines and now bank self counter has encouraged. When we consider about the environment, it is replacement of vehicles and carbon trading which affects the banking industry so much. When look at the legal factors, it is reducing interest rate which affect on the credit profit and losses. Next stage will be explained by Sharaf.
Hello everyone, I'm going to explain you about the border five forces analysis and how the border five forces analysis can have an impact on the banks. First of all, border five forces analysis was found by Michael E. Porters to analyze the strength and the weaknesses of the competitiveness by the five quarters. First of all, I will explain the rate of new entry. When you take the rate of new entry, Bank of Ceylon and Sampath Bank are both banks. The scale of operation is very high, experience, and when you look at the access to distribution is very much higher because it's when compared with Sampath Bank. Therefore, the rate of new entry is very much high for Sampath Bank than the BOC because of its vast experience. When you look at the rate of substitutes, the rates of substitutes are both same. BOC leasing, CA for the finance, both are leasing. But BOC is 100% government ownership. And this is a private institutional bank, where one of the top 5 Sri Lankan banks. But because of 100% government ownership, if a person wants to invest the money, because of the government ownership, they are very much secure to invest than the private banks. Therefore, threat of substitutes is very much high for Sampath Bank than BOC. When you look at the bargaining power of the customer base is 10 million for BOC and Sampath Bank is just 2 million. But 10 million is a vast customer base, whereas customer segments where BOC has vast customer segments all over the island. Therefore, if one customer is lost for BOC, it won't get affected. Whereas for Sampath Bank, look at Sampath Bank, it's just one customer. Each customer is very much important for Sampath banks. When you look at the bargaining power of supplier, it is much constant because central bank issues treasury bonds to the public, whereas Bank of Ceylon and Sampath Bank, both banks, central bank issues the treasury bonds. And when you look at the competitor rivalry, Bank of Ceylon, BOC, is competing with commercial bank, People's Bank, whereas Sampath Bank is competing with HMB, Ceylon Bank. But Sampath Bank is very much innovative because when you look at the differentiation, BOC has only MasterCard and Visa, whereas Sampath Bank, Ceylon Bank has Visa, MasterCard and American Express. They are very much high innovative. And when you look at this graph, and you can see that BOC is very much free risk from the five competitive forces, whereas Sampath Bank is stuck inside when you look at the red mark. When you look at the resources and competence analysis, three short resources, whereas tangible, which can be touched, intangible, which cannot be touched. Building, machines, vehicles, stationaries, people, tangible, intangible, customer database, software and processes. Whereas the three short competencies are cash management and budgeting and planning. Whereas the unique resources, when you look at the unique resources, intangible, trusted brand is BOC, number one brand in Sri Lanka, brand finance Sri Lanka. But when you look at Sampath Bank, it's sustainable, best corporate citizen sustainable awards 2014. But BOC is 100% government assurance. But I would say BOC is very much trusted bank. And for the next slide, my friend Dinisha will come and explain it.
Thank you, Sharaf. We'll move with the financial analysis slides. This is the profit of Bank of Ceylon and Sampath Bank. You can clearly see from the yellow is indicated by the Bank of Ceylon, and the green one indicates Sampath Bank. Here is the big margin of profit gained by the Bank of Ceylon, as well as deposits, advances, assets, profit per employees. In all terms, Bank of Ceylon dominated in this industry. When we move through the McKinsey 7S model, the analysis the internal situation of these organizations, we have to consider the seven factors. The first one is the shared value. The shared value of Bank of Ceylon would be fulfilling all banking requirements in the country, while the Sampath is inspiring the nation. And the Bank of Ceylon strategy would be positioning Bank of Ceylon as local international bank in Sri Lanka, while the Sampath Bank strategy would be add value to their product, provide innovative products. And move through the structure, both Bank of Ceylon and Sampath Bank have the same hierarchical structure. And when it comes to style, Bank of Ceylon leadership is more autocratic, while the Sampath Bank has the delegative leadership. Normally, Bank of Ceylon outsource their staff for specialized functions such as marketing, HR, finance, but Sampath they don't. Skills-wise, the Bank of Ceylon has more experience, vast experience, skills, but the big thing, the most important thing is Sampath Banks, they have skilled people who think out of the box. When it comes to the systems are more like the same. They are using ATMs, modern technologies, and business continuity planning. Those things they are using. And this is the SWOT analysis. We are considering strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The BOC, that is the oldest bank in Sri Lanka with assets of more than 1 trillion assets, government security more distribution network not only in Sri Lanka but internationally as well, and more experienced staff, number one brand in Sri Lanka, and more than 10 million customers in Sri Lanka. When it comes to Sampath, they are doing very well marketing stuff, and they are doing social marketing, online marketing, and they use all the marketing elements to their businesses, and they are very innovative, they are very attractive in providing services and products. And when it comes to their branches, those all branches are state-of-the-art branches. And when it comes to weaknesses, the Bank of Ceylon's employees are aging at the moment, so they are very reluctant to use the technology. So there is a big problem with them, and they are not doing their marketing in modern way, and they are very reluctant to think in different manner. They are not thinking out of the box. When it comes to Sampath Bank, they are mostly concerned on high-end customers, and another weakness is they are not outsourcing people for specialized functions. And opportunities, the society is becoming more sophisticated, and those people used to get more vehicles, loans, and all those things. So the banks have opportunity to do this well, and they can use the technology. Immigration can gain inward remittances to Sri Lanka, and the weaknesses is because of the war effect in Sri Lanka, accusation in Sri Lanka. We are getting low investment in Sri Lanka, as well as the money distribution is not equal among the society, and also the rupee is depreciating with the other designated currencies. what we can recommend is, being a Bank of Ceylon is a traditional bank, so they can move towards the old people, I mean the aging people, since we have problem with aging population in the country, and so they can cater this segment. And the Sampath Bank is a relatively new bank, so they can cater to the young crowd with the technology they have. If any question you would ask. This is the references. Thank you very much.